Ligina Lutruwita. For thousands of years, Aborigines have remained connected to country. Our old people harvested the land, our warriors hunted a landscape shaped by traditional fire, and our women gathered resources to provide for their family group. Back then, we walked the many tracks across the northern Midlands that led us to the head of the Cunnamulla Tamar River. Today, those tracks are lined by buildings, and the landscape, once adorned by trees and grassy plains, are fewer. Warranta Lumi. We are here. Our culture is alive.
How good is that? The sound of the national anthem. That gets us started for day 2 of the NTJFA Grand Finals on Aaron Roberts. We've got a couple of people joining me for this under-14 game. We've got Will Tatchell doing some special comments. G'day, Wilders.
Morning, Peach. How are you? Morning, viewers.
And Nathan Warren, who actually just did the national anthem. He's just to the right of us in the commentary position. He'll come in and provide some game ball-by-ball commentary with me to give us a flavour for this one. Really intriguing game coming up. South Nonny girls had a really good season on top of the ladder. They had pretty combative games up until the finals where they found their mojo. They were able to dominate the final series and they were able to get on top of Tamar, who for most of the year provided some challenges for all other sides. And then the upstart prospect Hawk girls have come from further back. They've come the long journey to make it into today's grand final. And we've got the other interesting around this. The ground is looking much better. How's this? Is there something else happening there? That's not a bad warm-up. I'm motivated after seeing that. Will Tatchell, are you motivated after seeing the girls do that little dance?
Absolutely, Peach. It's a stunning day at UTAS. Sun's out. It's that fresh breeze still exists. A couple of patches of sodden turf, but I don't think we could wish for a better day as far as football goes. And what a great game to kick off the day. Absolutely, yeah. I walked across the ground with Roach earlier. There's no surface water on the venue today as opposed to yesterday where there was a heap of water that sat on the ground up until around 2 o'clock, the 14 Div 1 grand final. So expecting it to continue to dry out. Just that little spot at centre wing is still a little mushy, but other than that, we had 4 great grand finals. The great thing about yesterday, Wilders, we had 4 different winners yesterday, but today I suspect South will probably take a few grand final victories in the Chocolates today in a couple of games. They're certainly going to be favourite in a number of the games that we got today, but it's good to see the spread of clubs yesterday getting themselves on the podium.
So lots of goal kickers. Leadham's kicked plenty goals throughout the season. I think she won the goal kicking award in the end.
Here we go, Peach.
French as well, banged a lot of goals, and Samantha Best too's had a very productive season. As they're away, Harmy involved early. The ball's out wide to that softer area as Zara Child got her first touch. Right involved. It will be a little scrappy as players get used to grand final. The challenge is the size of the venue, as we mentioned a few times yesterday. It's a real one-on-one contest. Well, that's just perseverance. High ball up towards half forward and a fantastic defensive mark taken by Mountain. Clears the ball wide across the ground. Burns is going to get there first. Some pressure applied as Merritt will run behind her. McKenzie's in there for Prospect. Slung off the football. Big day for the umpires too, Wilders, isn't it?
John Anderson and Emmett Gale out there officiating
Our
in the
favourite.
field.
Emmett would be our favourite umpire, wouldn't he? We talk about him a bit. He's a ripper, very enthusiastic footballer.
Sees the game very well, Emmett.
Yeah, very intelligent umpire. Dora Brown with a clearing ball. So pinging around that half-forward line at the moment for Prospect. Most of the inside work's been done by the Bulldogs players at the moment. Barnett. Maybe held without taking possession of the footy. There's some class though. Burns really good pick up. Now I'm intrigued, Wilders. How do you navigate this large ground, which the girls may not be used to?
Well, I think, much like any grand final, a score on the board early will settle the nerves and get yourself up. So if they can get it, one team can lock it inside 50 for a period of time and create chances. That'll go a long way.
We saw in the 12s games yesterday a few balls out the back and a couple of scores with the ball getting out the back and behind the defenders. And that run's going to be key to cover a little bit of grass, as they say.
Probably just want to get it on the boot here, just like that. Get some territory early.
Good contest at centre wing. And a throw. This is the real sodden spot. That's a lovely kick. And an equally good mark, Jarman. So Charlie's got a runner. Problem is she's put it to someone who was running onto their left boot, but they wanted to kick it on their right. It's down into the pocket. There's dangerous Leadham, who's kicked a lot of goals, clearing. Ball Leadham, quality work.
Great centering kick. She could have blazed to the top of the square, but saw a free player inside. And great vision by Ruby Leadham.
Jarman will have the first direct shot on goal. She's probably 30 to 25 to 30 metres out. I stood in the goal square before. They put some grass on it on Wednesday. It's actually pretty hard, but it's very cold down there. As that one's gone to the left. It's literally got no sun all of yesterday. And the first score on the board.
Handy point, Peach.
You know what? There was a point in the 12s Div 2 game around about 3 minutes in. I said, if Wilders is here, and if he says handy point more than 3 times, I've got the mute button. So South.
Sorry to make it awkward on you.
so early in the commentary. Did some great footy yesterday. Stone is one that I kept thinking about his game in the Div 2 14 boys. Cox in the 12.
Kicks and rippers, young Cox.
Oh, sensational. Here's some run. Harmy, the captain. They're defending well here, Prospect, but there's a weight of numbers that feels like it's flooding into the defensive area for Prospect as Goss gets held up and a ball up.
Yeah, Alexis Harmy, a couple of times she's driven the ball inside 50 for South. Looks damaging just setting up outside the arc.
And once again, g'day to Duff on camera and also to Jerry in the pots and pans. He'll do all the work to make sure the coverage is A1. A1 or A grade? Maybe either. Goss, try to get through a space. And a ball up. Great uniform too, Prospect. They got new kit at the start of the year. I love the new gear.
Did cause a bit of a clash against East Launceston.
Yeah, that's what I did. We did chat about that yesterday. That's probably a free to South. It's going to be in the hands of Sophie Wright. She's in kicking distance too, Sophie. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Because the girls don't generally wear the white shorts now, so it makes it a little harder. But the Bulldog uniform has been prominent throughout these 2 days and will continue to be a feature on the stream as they're in 7 grand finals. And Wright's kick is spot on. And Sophia, I should say, gets South Bonnie away.
Goal number 17 for the season for Wright. So she's hit the scoreboard. She's been damaging for the team.
Now, Wilders, we sort of chat about a couple of the canteens. I know you're a big consumer of canteen tucker. And we mentioned Roach was talking up a potato from Scottsdale, the baked spud. Thought it was a delicacy. I'm thinking, well, hang on, there's potatoes everywhere in Scottsdale. Your take on canteens this year? Is there one that stood out for you?
I mentioned it yesterday. I was privileged to be on King Island last weekend, and the chicken burger from the canteen over there was the best chicken burger I've had at a kiosk.
What about in the north of the state?
North of the state, Longford.
Yep.
Longford does a pretty good job.
Yeah, Longford's firming. Firming is the best canteen as Wright runs to 45 metres into the pocket. It's a good contest. Great defensive work by Cooley. She's had a really good season. Leadham gets pushed in the... Oh, no, she did in the end. That's a really effective tackle by Lily Lowe and a ball up. Yeah, there's a bit of chat about Longford. So we've got Tamer in at 3 at the moment. We've got to choose the second one.
Tamer chips were very good.
Yeah, coffee's good. Tight spot to be. It's going to be very difficult to kick a goal there because she was nearly behind the goals, Morgan. It's actually still in play. And there's just a little bit of water coming off the surface. That's more dew than anything. Child now, top of the square.
Great contest.
At the back of the pack is the goal kicker. Shoveled the ball out into that Antarctic space on the ground. It's about 5 degrees cooler in that shadow. Lead him on the corner. Lead him around the left shoulder. And Ruby celebrates.
Doesn't she? What? They've got a pre-arranged routine down there.
And that's no surprise.
That's impressive.
Let's get that again. And Ruby's got an intensity in her eyes, which I love to see. So the clearing ball, the pressure, they're set up really well. It was Child who's had some good touches. And then the entry was dangerous. Just the strength here with this handball out. Look at the pace and the pickup here from Ruby. So she doesn't, she gets it, just sort of squirts out here. That handball is elite. What a handball by Sophia Wright. Her second critical touch in this grand final.
Solid start from South here. They've got scoreboard pressure already, and they win another inside the centre square free.
So they're on top. We expect them to be favourites. I think Tamer with a team that if they were on the money late in the year, they would have been a chance. But South just ran away with this comp as the year went on. They got more confident. Let's see if we can see what we probably saw a lot yesterday's team score against the flow of play, which is what grand final Samara are all about. The ability for a side to come back. I certainly expect Prospect to be really competent. Here we go.
Smart.
Like it from Harmy. 2 taps on the ground and the left boot drives it high up to the square. Morgan was in best spot, but defensive pressure from Lowe was even better. Lead him with a quick ball. Now there's some territory time. Sophia with a squeeze. That's gone through. What a couple of minutes from Wright. She's kicked 2. She gave an assist. She was on the ground fighting for the footy about a minute ago. And South have got a very handy start.
Again, Harmy just getting the ball on centre wing, taking 3, touch the ground, bounces, breaking the lines, putting it inside 50 just to create that option, and then finish beautifully. Great snap around the corner.
This is a very good snap.
Pressure's on Prospect now to respond. They're going to have to do something.
I mean, they've got goal kickers. The ball just hasn't gone inside their forward 50. They've had no entries inside their area. They did certainly have a bit of the play, and they definitely need to get Barnett involved. She's going to be called holding the footy. I like it though, Wilder. She took it on.
Just probably needed to get it on the boot a little quicker.
Driving ball to half forward. Climb was French. French's second time now on the ground. It's good defensive work. They're going to need to get a clearance here, Prospect, and try and get something happening. A lot of strong players. Jarman around the ball's been great. French has been good. And he's right in the ruck. Wells couldn't grab it for Prospect. grappling for the footy. They set up nicely here, Prospect, to get a clearance. The umpires is thinking that one's going nowhere.
And good application of the anti-density rule further up the ground.
Yep, the kids were good yesterday. Only once did I see Indy, the umpire for one of the games, just kind of reminded the players that a stoppage. The rest of the time is Leadham likewise able to get that out. Morgan. They've got a ball. They get this out, but Ruby's going to get it first, and she looks up, always creating play.
Great vision.
French at her toes. That little mud patch, which we can't work out how that appeared, that was on the ground before the rain came. Over the shot was French. Right goal square. Shoveled out, looking for Jarman running past. Super work from the Prospect defenders, and Sheen was involved. She's been good as well in a couple of contests. Now, you did some umpiring yesterday, Wilders?
I did. I was up at Rochelle yesterday.
Bit of a surprise in the senior men's game, wasn't it?
I haven't seen so many games where the margin is 100 points halfway through the second quarter.
In a second
final.
semi. In a second semi.
We're hoping for not that here today.
Well, no, I expect most of the games will be relatively close. Low falling over the back there of the south forward.
Prospect are defending pretty well here under a fair bit of pressure. Oh, that's a great tackle.
Ruby's ball, is it? So Leadham will have a shot, probably in range, I'd say.
No, she'll look to pass off here, waiting for some movement further ahead. She's having a go now.
Well, I'm not sure what the defenders for Prospect were doing, but they should have been running at her. Is right in the pocket. Cooley defending gamely. A little bump was needed from Lewis. And out of the shadows come the defender and shanked it, but straight to Smith. Leadham at the fall of the footy. Tell you what, if Prospect get moving here, they've got some players out. They just need to get a couple of clean possessions. They're under so much pressure. French around the corner. And over the boundary line, left forward pocket.
Again, I think that's the fourth inside 50 to Harmy again, just setting up across half forward for South so superbly. Just putting Prospect continually under pressure. And there's, I hate to say it, Peach, there's only so long you can defend like this.
Leadham. Left-hand side. Good speed into that from Leadham. One of the bottom age players too in this 14 girls team, so she's got to, if she wants another year of 14s.
This side, wider.
You're going to hear some instructions to come wide. We've got the effects mic right above the, that's very wide in fact. Barnett couldn't grab the footy. Set up around the ball well. Seems like Prospect players just need to get into the contest and at least neutralise some of these stoppages.
Once again, South probably first to the ball.
Yep. Is that hole in the footy? Didn't dispose of it. A little win for Prospect.
What can they do here? Can they build something? Can they switch play? They're going to come along down the line here.
It feels like when you stand there, probably in any age group, it's a long way home. And particularly if you're going to cross the ball in towards the centre half forward area. And there's a pack of dogs waiting. Johnson. Oliver. There we go. Oh, it just needed to be cleaner. Burns out the back, finds space, then puts her head down. Left boot.
Here she is again, Harmy.
Harmy up. Tracking the footy really well is French, the captain. Maybe held by Wells in the tackle. Gee, the pressure from South is phenomenal at the moment. Burns. Here we go. As I said, don't just take much for Prospect to get it going, and they're on, and they can also keep it inside their forward 50 for a while. They need to be cleaner than that. Best had possession, just too easily fell out of her hands. Yeah, you're right about Harmy. A real influence. And the hooter sounds to pretty tough quarter for Prospect. Hawks under 14 Girls, they didn't score. They didn't have a forward entry of any great note. South Launceston had most of the play and most of the players who were capable of scoring. 2 goals to Sophia Wright and Leadham also with a goal. 3-1-19's Prospect are yet to register a score. A couple of comments from Wilders. We go. Players that you thought had an influence. Like it from
look, Harmy's obviously dominated that half-forward spot and driven South forward at every opportunity. Just from a perspective of coaching, it looks as though Prospect have got a lot of numbers around the ball, but none of them are impacting, whereas South are positioning themselves with much more space between them and are able to cut it off whenever Prospect come out of defence. So, look, Prospect have got the challenge ahead of them. It's still achievable. It's only 3 goals, so we look forward to see what happens in the second quarter.
Yeah, so the challenge beyond for Prospect to work out how they can get some numbers around the footy and maybe have a bit of an idea where Harmy, Jarman, Burns and others around the footy and lead them. They've got to be aware where they are to get some body on them, to get some space to their players. But hopefully they'll move their way back into the game. They're still in it. Still a scoreline which they can come back. We'll have a quick break here on Duff TV. 14 girls action coming up second quarter.
Welcome to IGA, your homegrown Tasmanian supermarket, where you'll always find homegrown Tasmanian value and the friendly homegrown Tasmanian service we're famous for.
Thanks, Simone.
And with more than 80 stores across the state, homegrown Tasmanian convenience is just around the corner, where we are proud to stock hundreds of homegrown Tasmanian products, supporting Tasmanian farmers and producers. And because we're homegrown, we understand the importance of supporting our local community. So next time you shop, visit your local IGA, because homegrown is better. Visit igatas.com.au to find out more.
All right, we had to go Prospect, go Bulldogs. Prospect will need something, Wilders, to lift. Well, let's have a little bit of a look around who they've got on the ball at the moment. Challenges for them to get some wins, some stoppages wins. And then
Wells is in there. Who else have we got? Best is in there. I've loaded up a little bit. Harmy rolls back in there for South Launceston. Chug in the ruck, I think it is.
So Harmy's on the front side of the contest here. She sort of played defensive side of the stoppage, didn't she?
Yeah.
A little bit like her co-coach, George Gillow, commentated a few of her games this year. She plays the back side of the defensive area of the stoppage and gets a lot of clearances. Straight away, Burns involved. That's better from Prospect. Get some numbers around the football. That's what they just didn't know. The numeric, Lord, or the numerics of the first quarter seemed to be one extra dog around the ball. There we go, so better start. Just once again, still, that was a throw, wasn't it? And then a hold. So probably a free kick initially, but then there was a bit of a scrag.
Great camera work again. Just a Mercius and a 50.
So didn't give the ball back. I mean, that's not you need, is it?
No.
So French will get close. And there's no prospect player on the mark, and there's no one in the goal square. And luckily, she put it to the left for prospect.
Now, Peach, this is your 5th grand final of the weekend?
Yeah.
You got a couple more to go?
3 more to go.
Do have a little Peach commentary survival pack for you.
That's excellent.
With a few bits and pieces that you can work through.
That's sensational.
Very good book in there.
Is there?
You might want to open up and just have a bit of a look at.
Give me some tips. Probably need some. Some of my stuff yesterday, there was can get a bit weird late. That's why I've got you in early, because you and I together sometimes it can get real awkward. Leadham. No, in fact, it's not Leadham, it's Burns. That's a good kick from Burns. Lurking around was Morgan. Leadham went through the legs. Absolutely. That was neat. See, they've got a couple of players on the inside of that contest too, ready to have shots on goal.
Just a kicking in danger there.
There was a lot of kicks off the ground yesterday. This is a good ball because they've got 2 prospect players that can stay in. So Barnett has probably been prospect's best so far. And barreled it, but she still has an exit 50. They've got numbers around the contest as Best comes in, looks up, tries to go inboard. Clever kick from Best. Once again, though, numbers for South around the footy. Can they find a couple of extra numbers here? Now they can. Much better from Prospect. That's a much better stoppage set up for them. Good contest in front of us. Great crash into the pack from Robinson.
Just having a bit more impact around the ball here, Prospect. No, just a bit cleaner.
The energy's better. And
there they go, they're out.
On 2 or 3 occasions, they've created opportunities. Just not bouncing the way that they need. Give them some confidence. Probably one of those games, due to the length of the ground and a bit slippery. Once they get inside their forward 50, they might better keep it in there for a while, Wilders.
That's always the plan on a grand final, Peach. Territory is worth its weight in gold.
No one's going for the footy. The gold were holding back. Just that energy, commitment to get into the contest from. That's somehow bounced past about 5 or 6 players. Leadham got held without the footy. We'll get a free. So they're also giving away free kicks. I wouldn't say it's undisciplined. It's just they're making some mistakes. In the goal square's 2 players. And they're not leading. They're standing still. I'm not sure what they're expecting Ruby to do. That's a great kick over the top towards Morgan. Once again, not much defence coming. That's holding the ball. You can see Morgan going, okay, fair enough. Also not 100% sure where she's standing on the mark.
Yeah, there's not a heap of movement further up the ground for Prospect here. Well, they're very stationary.
You know, there's 2 girls calling out for the ball right in front of goals. I mean, that's a challenging place to be putting the ball. But anyway, kick goes high up. Now the cavalry arrive for the Hawks. Top of the square comes the ball now. That has gone very high. Oh no. Quilliam, she had it and then she lost it. Certainly a better start from Prospect around. The stoppage works better. But that's going to sneak through. What a goal by Morgan.
Somehow she's created space there. Got it on the outside of the right foot, and I would say that that's slid through, not dribbled.
Yeah, it's sort of just...
As DJ Roach gets on the mix.
What's going on? Are we allowed to have music going on the stream? We might be cancelled by copyright.
So we need to talk over the top of it then, Paige.
I'm not sure how the algorithm works, but if it goes for about a minute, they can sometimes come in and say, you haven't been allowed to use that music, particularly when there's a live stream going. Anyway, we're back on board.
Barnett and Clayton, good contest in the ruck there.
Clayton's, haven't seen too much of it. He's Harming.
And another running bounce.
It's a difficult one to do, isn't it? Lean down and bounce it. Lead him up against Smith.
I'm not sure whether you and I are capable of it anymore.
Goal kicker Morgan coming through. Lead him a second time. Wells trying to harass her. Squirts out towards Johnson for Prospect. Set up well behind the ball, but now they get some numbers to the football. It's a bit more aggressive at the ball, aren't they, Wilders, the South girls?
Be interested to know what the coach's quarter-time address was, but clearly put your head over it and win the ball, which they've started to do.
Bess. Sam Bess gets out. Army's there, though. The Harmonator. Wow. Luckily, that ball falls in their hands, but even then, that one's indiscriminate at best, those kicks. Great tackle. Is that going to lift Prospect?
Now, what can they do here? Can they link up? Can they find...
Well, there's no one running to the ball, is there?
No, it's...
Well, that's nearly double kicked it.
It's a turnover.
So marks taken by French. That's a great tackle. So up to about
Great
40.
mark, Ruby.
She's
off again.
There's that Crady play. It should be a goal. South. They're on fire. No, they're not. And look at them. Morgan's kicked the hard one and missed the easy one. It just dropping the ball on the boot. Didn't go the way.
She's back to her feet, though.
Great reaction from a teammate, too. So my favourite grand final, they're all my favourite. It's like your children. They're all your favourite. You actually got one that's slightly your favourite more favourite is the next game. Div 2 16s. Always quirky stuff happens. You're joining me for that too, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am.
Wonderful. Leadham's got it. Well, Leadham's going to join the goal kickers again the way she's going. She's got one. She's got close to 40 for the year. She already might have hit 40 today. I'll jump online. You'll jump on the stats there. As Ruby Leadham lines up. That's a very good shot on goal.
That'll be a 41st for the year, Peach.
Yep. So she has gone past 40.
Just very dangerous down there. She's got a great football brain on her. She gets into dangerous positions, uses the ball superbly. Just here, she's just in the right spot and a really dangerous spot to kick the goal from. Certainly within a range, and she's proved that.
There's been a couple of girls, we'll see another one with similar sort of attributes at this age, Aya Cottam later today, who ability to read the play, kick the ball and get that low penetrating kick. I mean, Harmy's got a lot of footy, very dynamic athletic player. Her kicking is pretty good, but Ruby's is that little bit more clinical the way that she moves the ball. Can Prospect get it through Wells? Still yet to get an inside 50, but been better this quarter. They'll be disappointed though, Prospect. A couple of goals that they've given up have been probably mistakes by their defenders. Wells with a ball, Harmy crashing through, then comes Smith. Harmy will get it first, and then nearly a 35-metre kick off the ground. Burns at ground level, pressure from Smith, the VC.
Oh,
she's close, Burns.
Oh.
Jeez. Wells in the end.
Great pace here. Great attack, kept it in, just didn't quite get around that last defender. Well done, Prospect.
Yeah, Keenan needed to do something. She probably could have run a little bit further then.
Here she is, probably just out of her range, but she'll play on.
The player in the mark's actually standing to the left. It's a dangerous spot to kick the ball. French was the first one off the ground, and they're missing them at the moment.
Yeah, just a question.
We got Duff mic'd up.
Duff up here on the top of the big stand here on the camera. Quick one on player Leadham. Now, the famous John Leadham from North Hobart originally came from Launceston. So the question is she any relation?
Well, Dad's the coach. Not sure.
Little trivia question there for you.
We might get a message in from the viewers who know a little bit more.
I'll jump onto ancestry.com, see what we can find out.
We'll go and stick a message down to Dane, the joint coach with Georgia Gillow for this game. Morgan with a long entry. Keenan should get there first. The energy from Burns was brilliant. Here comes Smith. There's that pocket.
I think that's missed everything. That's just hit the boot the incorrect way. Good crowd in this morning, Paige.
Yeah, I was mentioning yesterday there's 13,500 seats here.
And there's about 4 spare.
Yeah, well,
not on the current vision, but
that's AI vision. Is it?
Tell you what, there's a nice spot, the bank of 5 of them over that far side in the sun.
My more the comment was, and 90% of the fans are standing on the fence.
Which will no longer happen in the redevelopment here.
No, it's going to be a phenomenal redevelopment. We're looking forward to it, although we work here, the noise that the pillars, the poles, they drive it into the sludge of the old cemetery. Oh, tips, sorry.
You always work from home, don't you?
Me? No, mate.
Oh, no, you're here. Hands on.
Work from home.
Well, here we go.
Right, here we go. Cross. Todman. Todman needs to get going because she's a very capable player.
There's an inside 50.
Here come the Hawks. They need to pick it up. It's that confidence.
Oh,
very good tackle. Another good tackle. Prospect lifting. Some speed from Best.
3 of them. They've got to pick it up.
Shipton. And Elisa's stoppage.
elite defence.
And what a tackle by Goss.
It's good to see. So the South have obviously played a whole lot of offence this game, but it's good to see them getting back in numbers and defending here.
Wells had a flying shot, but found the shins of the opposition player. And Stora Brown clears. Leadham now gets it.
She plays like John Leadham. They used to say that John Leadham used to bring his own footy.
Now he's in the team of the century. Hall of Fame. Wells.
Great tackle.
And Burns is taken down. Nice job. So we're getting close to half-time in game number 1 of the NTJFA Grand Finals. Peach and Wilders in the commentary. Enjoying this one. There's a replay of that tackle. Awkward way to land for Chelsea Burns. Jarman with a short option. Didn't quite get enough on it.
Low with a clearing kick.
All right, it's into the better part of the ground. Holding up quite well at the moment, UTAS Stadium. Harmy now. Left boots into a little bit of real estate.
Handball's
Burns
on.
Oh. You could see she was trying to get the ball across to French, but missed French and threw from behind.
Nothing wrong with that. The idea is right. Just a skill execution. Just needed a little bit more polish.
Now, we don't like creating controversy here, but there's a bit of talk that Windsor Park has now gone past as the best surface in Launceston, therefore in the world.
Who's suggesting that?
Well, North only played there yesterday, and it was hard as a rock in immaculate condition.
Does hard as a rock make it a better surface?
Well, they had no water on it, and it rained the same amount there than it did here. So this ground had a lot of water. There's Charlotte Walsh dancing on the pitch there. She's still enjoying herself. So's Leadham. That's a great kick. The last minute, she just turned her body and found the hands of the captain French.
This will be damaging. There's less than a minute on the clock. Can South put more scoreboard pressure on Prospect? She'll sit it up here.
It's a decent roost. There's a lot of Hawks around the fall of the ball. Went over the top of Cooley and out of bounds. Thanks to the sponsors for the NTJFA. Last day of junior footy for some of these kids for their life as they go to senior footy. IGA, Maccas, Hawks, Sherrin and LRF supporting both the stream and also supporting the competition. And there's a little bit of help, and that's going to be a ball up.
Lucky there. South are about to exit that stoppage. 10 seconds left.
Low gets a quick kick away, and the siren comes as well, and it ends the first half. 5-7-37 South Launceston Bulldogs. Prospect had a little bit more energy. They got a couple of inside 50s, but gave away too many easy goals, and a lot of shots for South Donny and a few missed as well. They're a fair way behind in this grand final. However, the energy was better in that quarter, Wilders.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a much more of a contest. Prospect certainly came with a bit more heat around the ball. They certainly got the ball forward. They got that inside 50, but credit to South. They showed not only can they run the ball forward, but they can get back in numbers and defend nicely. Harming for South Launceston has been exceptional. Ruby lead them up forward and on the ball. Natty Clayton in the ruck has certainly given them first use. Low down back for Prospect came into the game then with a couple of clearing kicks. Sort of stood up in defence down there, but look, Prospect of again, we said at a quarter time, they've got some work to do, and the message now is left with the coaches and the leaders of that team, and see what they can do.
So goal kickers Ruby leading with 2 and Sophia Wright with a couple, and the captain Marley Morgan also kicking a goal. So the score at halftime is 5-7-37. South Launceston lead Prospect, who are yet to register a score. We're back. Halftime break coming up. I love the new gear.
Did cause a bit of a clash against East Launceston.
Yeah, that's what I did. We did chat about that yesterday. That's probably a free to South. It's going to be in the hands of Sophie Wright. She's in kicking distance too, Sophie. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Because the girls don't generally wear the white shorts now, so it makes it a little harder. But the Bulldog uniform has been prominent throughout these 2 days, and will continue to be a feature on the stream as they're in 7 grand finals. And Wright's kick is spot on. And Sophia, I should say, gets South Lonnie away.
Goal number 17 for the season.
Bit of water coming off the surface. That's more dew than anything. Child now, top of the square.
Great contest.
At the back of the pack is the goal kicker. Shoveled the ball out to that Antarctic space on the ground. It's about 5 degrees cooler in that shadow. Lead him on the corner. Lead him around the left shoulder. And Ruby celebrates.
Doesn't she? What? They've got a pre-arranged routine down there.
And that's no surprise.
That's impressive.
Let's get that again. And Ruby's got an intense.
Smart.
Like it from Harmy. 2 taps on the ground, and the left boot drives it high up to the square. Morgan was in best spot, but defensive pressure from Lowe was even better. Lead him with a quick ball. Now there's some territory time. Sophia with a squeeze. That's gone through. What a couple of minutes from Wright. She's kicked 2. She gave an assist. She was on the ground fighting for the footy about a minute ago.
We're hoping for not that here today.
Well, no, I expect most of the games will be relatively close. Low falling over the back there of the South forward. Prospect are defending pretty well here under a fair bit of pressure. That's a great tackle. Ruby's ball, is it? So Lee, certainly a better start from Prospect around. The stoppage works better. But that's going to sneak through. What a goal by Morgan.
Somehow she's created space there. Got it on the outs.
Indiscriminate at best, those kicks. Great tackle. Is that going to lift Prospect?
Now what can they do here? Can they link up? Can they fight?
You're joining me for that too, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am.
Wonderful. Leadham's got it. Well, Leadham's going to join the goal kickers again the way she's going. She's got 1. She's got close to 40 for the year. She already might have hit 40 today. I'll jump online. You'll jump on the stats there. As Ruby Leadham lines up. That's a very good shot on goal.
That'll be a 41st for the year, Peach.
Yep. So she has gone past 40.
Just very dangerous down there.
Hall of Fame. Wells.
Great tackle.
And Burns is taken down. Nice job. Second half action on Duff TV. Wilderson Peach, 5-7-37. and Prospect just with a couple of entries inside forward 50. And straight away involved. The Harmies have been useful today.
I heard the call from the coaching bench there, kick it long. Prospect.
Simple stuff. That's what you need sometimes, isn't it? Just keep it simple.
Dilute it down in grand finals.
Yep. Jarman off the ground. Harmy involved. She'll go around to her left and dribble it inside forward 50. Lovely pick up by Morgan. She gets it out to lead him now. She's not going to score.
Pencil it in.
Oh, the lean from the umpire. Old school magnificent. The health and safety officers will be out. Make sure you don't hurt your back when you do that. That was brilliant from Leadham and equally as good from the umpire.
Great work, Steve Spilsbury down there, goal umpire.
Okay, Steve, we want to see more. Let's look at this on the replay. I've loved the lean. They've you can't do the big leans anymore, but Leadham, brilliant. And it deserved that.
She just has this ability to find space, Ruby Leadham. And she just, you notice her the last couple of steps, she just straightened up beautifully.
Yep.
Put it straight over the goal umpire's head.
Ability to kick on the run is a real challenge at times, and it's a challenge for Prospect to get involved at any stage of this game at the moment. It's probably holding the ball. Good tackle on Pippa Harmy. It's got a long entry out to centre wing. Burns. Barnett involved. Jarman trying to get a clearance. Cleared it too far. Anyone can hear that whispering, and that's Mick Edelson, I'm pretty sure, down on the parent line. We've got an effects mic.
He's match manager down there. He sounds very busy in his role.
Yeah, he's telling someone off by the sound of it. No, he's not. He wouldn't tell anyone off, but he's chatting away. Maybe we could mic him up if we're going to do it. I had him in commentary a couple of years ago, actually, Mick. Here come Prospect. Oh, the toe.
Oh, it's
needed
not,
to be longer.
It's not quite an inside 50.
No, it is now. It is. And a little push on Best. Good tackle. That's a throw.
Oh, I would have paid it too.
Yeah, that's Newcombe ball. It's not going anywhere at the moment. Now it is. Quick kick out by Wright. So it made a few little changes.
Great
boom,
tackle.
Boom. That's very good. Probably had a chance, Burns, to dispose of it. The follow-up was very good from Burns. There's that creative play from Leadham. Morgan now into space to the Harmy. She creates some area. Cross coming in and slowed it down. And Leadham gets done again, so that's better. Great tackle from Wells. And a good couple of minutes here from Prospect and a great mark. Georgia Barnett's been one of their better players. She had a player over the top. She decides the long option is the best one. Game's opened up, Wilders.
We notice that sometimes on this big ground.
Yep.
Legs get tired, space opens.
Isabella Johnson. Harmy now looks
Here
up.
Here it is, another one.
Here comes the big arc of Harmy. That's a decent kick. Child down low.
Great body work to protect the ball.
Yeah.
But great defensive work as well.
Fabulous by Lewis.
Guess who?
Her delivery's not quite as effective that time. Does probably just kick the ball long times, Harmy. That's easily changed, though, isn't it? She gets into her football career. It's also a pretty effective way of playing the game, too. So Prospect have lifted, but easy goals for South. They've scored one already. The Prospect have had an inside 50. Gee, the kicking on the run for Prospect hasn't been quite as effective as Jenkins gets the ball up towards centre half forward. And they go inside to Best.
Oh, great defensive tackle.
She's got to tackle away. She needs some support now, Best. And a good stoppage. Just got the jumper.
Fingertipper.
Fair tackle. They're very hard to do them from behind. Lewis in the ruck. The ball falls out in that ruck contest. Right with a quick one. And then a deep entry by Todman. She's had a couple of good moments, Todman. Now it's a chance for Lake. And they've got a score.
It's a start, Peach.
No, it's game's open up and it's flowing their way. They need Todman to be involved more because she looks like one that could be a challenge for South. That ball's going to go out. There's the North Lonnie colours. They'll be used later today. They were victorious in the Div 2 14 boys yesterday. Their first premiership for a few years. So free here to Prospect off the kick in. They're under some pressure, South Lonnie, at the moment. But they're doing well. Is that high? Oh, that was unlucky. Looked like she kind of went down to the tackle. The energy's up. That's a good kick. And French has got it. She turns and finds space and runs and covers the distance well. And handballs nearly to herself. I think she was trying to find Harmy.
It's a version of the chip and chase.
Yeah, she goes a second time. A half a don't argue.
Great kick to space.
Electric stuff. Look at that clearance. Oliver now pops it over the top. Chug with a chance, and now it's swinging on Oliver. And she's missed the block and lock. That was electric from South. That's nearly the narrative of the game. Hard work from Prospect to get it inside their forward 50. It was grinding. There was good efforts. There was good contest around the footy. And two players got the ball up, French off half-back, and that run came and they quickly moved the ball.
That's what good sides do, Peach, make it look easy.
Well, the ruck contest really didn't consider Chug at the back of that pack. Now it's Oliver. Second chance for her to try and score.
She's got the radar off today. She's gone one side, she's gone the other side.
Just grabbing her ankles too, but she looks okay. Just the one injury yesterday. There was a dislocated shoulder. Let's hope the players get through today's grand finals. Although they've got a long recovery, they do have a few little knocks. Nothing to lose really. Lead them. It's going to have a bounce. Didn't come back. The grass is a fraction long.
Is it? I'll take your word for it. From this distance up here.
Walking across, it looks a couple of mil longer than what it would be, and that's because I think the mower got on it Friday. But maybe they didn't take quite as much grass off due to the wet weather that came. Lead him.
And again.
That was just lucky, wasn't it?
I'm not sure if it is luck, Peach.
No, well, that's
South
lucky where the ball ended up. Jarman's got it directly in front to have a set shot from 25 metres out.
South just outworking Prospect and getting to those dangerous positions.
Jarman's kick on goal is very good.
And finishes.
And Charlie's got her first. And Prospect, even though they've got a score so far, are a long way in arrears in this grand final, halfway through term number 3.
South are just getting that reward for effort. They're just peppering the 50-metre arc, creating opportunities, and they're just moving a little bit more than the Prospect team, getting to dangerous spots and ultimately creating opportunities to score, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Yeah, 14 scoring shots to 1, and inside 50 counts over 30 for South, and it's just on the 7 for Prospect. Clayton in the middle. Maybe a hold then. Now they've got some speed. Best has been really good this quarter. Long entry from Best.
Great play out of defence.
Yeah, wonderful work from Brown. Lewis picks it up. Handball out by Wright. Didn't find a teammate. Now it's been picked up by Morgan. Off the ground is again Morgan. Leadham runs onto it. Just held herself and went back to get some space for herself. Had a bit of pressure on the kick. It's up to half forward. She's going to get it back again. Great linkage work and commitment to the play.
Boundary umpire's very close to the play here, Pete.
Looked like he went in for a kick.
I was trying to work out whether he was a field umpire there for a second. We were running with 3.
I mean, he's trying to cut the corner, isn't he? And that's the right way, isn't it? When you're, I think he was cutting it too much.
I agree with you.
And the ball up. Oliver's getting a little bit of the ball. Savannah's been good. So there's very deep team, South Lonnie. They've kind of dominated these women divisions for a while. Prospect is certainly a better quarter so far. High ball up. Best might get this one. She's got some good pace. This will bounce up for Best.
She just hasn't used the ball well by foot today. And another example, unfortunately.
Johnson. Now it's Jenkins and a free. So even when they do get something happening and rolling their way.
Yeah, they've cleaned up around the stoppage. They're starting to win it, and they're cleaning with hand and stuff. It's just their disposal that has let them down.
Particularly their kicking.
Haven't been able to link up and get that progressive possession.
There you go again, just a kick that's actually technically misdirected. Now towards French. Now into half forward again. That was probably
didn't have it.
Did not have it. Great umpiring. Emmett's on the money. So 7-7-49 South Lonnie. They're leading this grand final. Prospect just the 1 point. That was very casual. Just banged it up in the air. Lead him at the ground. She gets a touch on it and falls over. Little nudge in the back. Not called. Low was good then. Low will come in again. And then the head goes down from French. Drives it towards goal. That's a karate kick in the goal square from Walsh.
Oh!
The goal. Goss had one coming up. She could have even taken another step.
This will be a 7-point play here, Peach.
Banged it into the goals. I reckon that's play on for me. I'd love to see that as play on if it comes back into the field of play. And one rule change I want to see in the AFL. No, I love the stand rule. Oh, that's high. That's sloppy. And a free kick here to Prospect.
Third ruck up I'd like to bring back in.
Yeah, okay. Don't mind
Just
that.
open up the game a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Too much wrestling happening in rucks contest.
Mountain was involved then. Northwest Coast will have the third man up, don't they? In NWFL.
Third player up.
Third player up. Here we go. It's a run from Lewis.
Well, that's holding the ball.
She tried to get away, but couldn't exit that little space. And a free kick. You'd probably want unlimited players in the field as a Carlton supporter, just for one team.
Devils supporter, Peach.
Oh, sorry.
You might need some of those lemsips that are in that survival pack, I reckon.
Lead him with a little pop kick over towards Clayton. There's Best. Can she lean down and get it? Taps to herself, and then she gets the ball rolling up towards half.
Oh, it's gone through everyone.
Yeah. Now rush ball inside forward 50 for the Hawks.
Dora Brown, great defensive work. Harmy down there as well.
Harmy.
Another bounce. Are we calling it a bounce?
Yeah, that's a bounce, isn't it? A tap. The tap down. Good tackle. Good here from Prospect. They've got a couple of numbers around the footy, and that's a throw.
Can't get away with that when the umpires bang side on. Well done, John Anderson.
So Prospect have a little bit of territory for themselves. Really wanted that footy. Jenkins involved. There's Wright. Grappling for the footy. Second in Manning. Very scrappy stuff. Just we're 35 metres out from the southern end, which is where Prospect are going, and they're desperate for a goal.
Well, they've got 50 seconds to get one on the board here, Peach, the third quarter. We'd like to see them get one.
Absolutely, and I feel like they deserve one as well. Here's their chance. The likely one's Leighton. Dora Brown, what a tackle. She hasn't had the ball down there very often, but every time it gets there, Brown and Wright. And Wright was forward to start this game, that moved it back. Running ball, running points.
They're doing it the hard way.
All right, 20 seconds left in these 15-minute flat quarters. Day 2 of NTJFA Grand Final, Stuff TV. Long ball, lead him underneath it. Good mark from her. Best and her playing near each other at the moment. Here's that missed goal. just as Prospect were maybe driving the ball again. 7-8-50, and Prospect are on the board in that quarter. The two behinds, a much better performance. However, on the other side, the flip side, 2 goals to South Launceston that quarter. Leadham's got up to 3. Jarman with the 2. Charlie has been good, and Sophia Wright with 2 as well, and Marley Morgan. But a couple opportunities, Wilders, late for Prospect was a good sign for them.
Yeah, and I think it probably shows the all-round effort and the all-round skill of South Launceston in that they can go forward as they have done all day, but when they need to lock it up and defend, they get numbers back, and they've really stifled Prospect's opportunity to score. They let one out of the contest there, and it was unfortunate that the Prospect kicker couldn't quite get it on target. Would have been nice to see them get the goal, but look, South Launceston have dominated this game, and look, they're probably going to go on and win in this last quarter.
Look at these 2 girls hugging. They're not trying to keep warm, are they? But anyway, it's been entertaining stuff in the 14 girls grand final. South have got the commanding lead. They should run away, but can we see Prospect at least get a couple of goals on the scoreboard? We'll be back for the last quarter action in a couple of moments.
Welcome to IGA, your homegrown Tasmanian supermarket, where you'll always find homegrown Tasmanian value and the friendly homegrown Tasmanian service we're famous for.
Thanks, Simone.
And with more than 80 stores across the state, homegrown Tasmanian convenience is just around the corner, where we are proud to stock hundreds of homegrown Tasmanian products, supporting Tasmanian farmers and producers.
And because we're homegrown, we understand the importance of supporting our local community.
So next time you shop, visit your local IGA, because homegrown is better. Visit igatas.com.au to find out more.
Rightio, Wilders, a quarter to go. We were observing the Prospect players huddle at 3-quarter time. They were still enthusiastic about their opportunities going forward. A few girls were saying, I want to go back, or you'll be getting some touches.
Yeah, look, they've maintained enthusiasm at that 3-quarter time break.
Yep.
In the face of a bit of adversity on the scoreboard. But look, it's a grand final. You can only go down or go out with your best performance, and I'm sure these girls will want to put that in the last quarter.
Absolutely. So it's a big space to cover, and South have been more effective at transitioning the ball They've been able to cover more grass with some faster players, and then when they've gone forward, their decision-making and weight of numbers around the contest have allowed people like Leadham and Wright to kick some goals and multiple other shots as well. Last quarter action for the 14 girls grand final in the NTJFA here on Dove TV. First touch to Goss. And straight on the ground, and some effort from Dora. She's on the ball. Maybe a change for her child with a rush ball out towards half forward. You could say Prospect ought to play for, but that was good. Just held up in the tackle. Henderson couldn't quite stop her. Burns off the ground. The ball's still trucking in front. Still chasing it down. She's got Morgan to her left. Now she's involved. A little tunnel ball action. Great effort from Morgan. I think she somehow got that out. I don't know if she used a handball. We're going to have some hard work to choose the best player on the ground too, Wilders, but we'll do our best to... Ooh. Now we're in the middle. That could have been
in
danger. Wasn't called. Child knocked off the football. Some brute force from Goss. Prospect set up well. It's been good off half-back Barnett today.
Tell you who else has been good. Jerry on the pots and pans.
Yeah, he's
just another elite performance.
In a
pots and pans.
Unobtrusive. And really what happens, those people who maybe no one actually cares, but I'll say it anyway. Gerard and Duff usually just broadly argue throughout the day to work stuff out. They kind of
it's still happening off camera.
Yeah, but it's the magic that they make, the magic of their weird special communication bond. Duff the extrovert, Gerard the introvert.
There's been some allegations of a lost credit card.
And I'm in the middle. The ball's just knocked down.
Don't look at me, Peach. I didn't take it.
Financial challenge.
There was nothing on it.
Duff's a sole trader. He usually gets out pineapples out of his back pocket. Ball comes up. The ATO's not listening, are they? Oh, geez, slipping over. That would have hurt. High ball up to half forward and a
good mark.
Nice mark.
What can they do here?
So Lowe was the defender. They needed to get their hands on. That's a roost.
Big kick.
That is a decent roost up towards half forward. Gross. There's some players to contend with. One of those is Morgan. Keenan now. Been okay as well. Competes really well with the ball. That's a neat bit of footwork. As Johnson gets it up towards the middle. Missed by Langarak. Robinson. Burns for a second time. And a ball up.
So just looking down on the South Launceston bench, their rotations, Harmy and Leadham, probably their two better players, are on the bench at the moment, Peach.
Yeah, we've got Goss in a ruck as well. I don't mind that. She's a good athlete. The other one who's throwing her body around is Morgan. She bashes and crashes as Wells tries to get through the pack. Out the side was French, driving ball inside forward 50.
She's missed it by foot. Goes again.
Dangerous one to go off the ground. It's a 2v1 here. The second Hawk comes in and
good clean gather.
And a little bit of speed from French and a cross check.
Oh.
Hands in the end from Walsh.
It just shows that ability. If you've got that ability to pick the ball up clean off the ground, it can break the game apart.
Yep, absolutely. I've seen Leadham and Harmy have been able to do that. And then French has also been pretty clean. And there she is again. 45 metres out. Alexandra. She's got a player short. She's got two players short. Jarman easy mark in the end.
Value of playing in front of the forward.
Jarman probably too far out still. There's a player in the goal square. She's maybe going to go back and have a shot. Charlie's got one. She's gone the handball off. Trying to get a teammate into the game. And she let the handball down.
South have got an injured player just coming off the ground here, so they'll make an interchange. I wonder who's going to come on.
Had a few interchange infringements yesterday. It was North Launceston's 14 Div 2 boys. They had I think 11 on the bench. It was like a thoroughfare of players. They did an amazing job, North Launceston, to get through all those players' rotations yesterday. Keenan out the back of the pack towards half forward. Merritt tried to find a handball over the top to Clayton. Clayton will go now. It's a little static and the line gets found. Centre wing on the eastern side of York Park is where the ball is, and we'll have a ball up. You didn't get a grand final in NTJFA, Woods, with your umpiring? Straight up to seen it. You've seen it.
No, I was asked to come up here into the comm box with you.
Have you missed out on a grand final for NTJFA?
I didn't miss out. I chose to sit with you.
Very magnanimous of you. French, long one. There's a player in the goal square. It's going to the left of her in the end. She turned around and was Minor. What's she doing?
Quillam. Oh,
hang on.
She was off then.
Just going for a run. No.
Oh, she is turned round. Quillam.
That was some lackadaisical footy then. Kicked at 35 metres, but Harney.
Glitch in the matrix there.
It was a glitch. It's child's ball. They're trying to share the ball around at the moment, South Nonny.
Good mark.
It's a super kick. Oliver.
Hard to see the numbers with some of the long ponytails, Peach.
Yeah.
As Harmy comes back onto the ground for South.
The little chip ball to the hot spot. Henderson. Morgan's been really dangerous today. She's going to get held without having her hands on the footy.
The roulette's flyover's a little late for the start of the game.
But they went to bring the Premiership Cup, weren't they?
Some of the South under-14 boys.
There's Prince, best on ground yesterday. The Div 1 grand final. He had 40-plus touches. And the couple as well. Tight in the pocket was French. Under some immense pressure all day has been Charlotte Walsh. She's been up to the task for a lot of it. You can still see the energy from the Prospect supporters cheering on their team as we've gone halfway through this last quarter action in the grand final. South well in advance to this victory. Clayton with the ball, and it falls to Merritt. Both players somehow missed that footy. Wells involved.
Low again. She keeps going defensively.
Yeah, and that's going to be holding the footy. Great pressure again from Ruby Mounty. And a free kick to her for a fabulous tackle. 55 out.
Can't fault her there. She's tried to make the play, get the ball out of defence.
High ball up, Leadham comes across the front of the pack.
Good
wasn't
crowing.
able to take it. Prospect clear it for now. Over Best's head towards Smith. Zara Child's involved. Then it's into the
Shag.
glue pot. That's high probably.
Maybe an arm around the neck a little bit, Peach.
Yeah. Did feel a little high. The umpire disagreed. Great year though for Prospect to get to the grand final, getting through the prelim final, defeating Tamer, who were the team that I thought could take it up to South Donny. And they did a great job to get through. But they've come up against a juggernaut of South Launceston. Far too polished around the ground as Henderson has time to recover. Low involved. Goes past Smith. There's Harmy fighting for the footy still. Huge motivation for her to maybe get a goal. Put her in the top couple of players on today's list. However, they've actually rested a couple of their better players this quarter, Wilders.
Well, just noticing now Leadham and Harmy have both gone forward.
And there's Leadham right on cue.
Clayton tries to dish it out.
Barnett involved.
Gets it again.
That's nice to Leadham. Then some pressure. So meant the kick wasn't as effective.
Oh,
decent
bit of front arm contact.
Yeah, great for Barnett. Lovely energy from her. Langarak couple of good moments for Henderson as she's got near the footy. Harmy's going to chase it down. She's got Smith. Can she get to it? Here comes Smith. Harmy with no apologies there. Harmy going all the way. She being legged. Still going, Harmy. She wanted the goals. She couldn't break through.
You cannot blame her there. She has tried everything to try and get a goal there and just come up short.
She was tracking towards the square. She wanted to get through. There was this. And look at that sidestep.
His persistence.
I reckon the foot, it wasn't a trip in the end. It might have been the foot. As Clayton. There she is again. Does not like being tackled.
That was a great dish.
Lead him to the middle of the 50 area. And lining up at the moment, South Quilliam. They all want goals. Defender is Todman. Barnett's been great.
Here's Harmy. Here
Henderson,
she is.
Harmy steadies. Is the left boot going to deliver for Harmy? It does. And she's completed her day. Lots of balls off half back early first quarter. She was by far the best on the ground. And Alexis Harmy gets her first goal on the board midway through the last.
Points for persistence. Look at her. She's left unguarded, onto the left. And a great finish straight over Sally Gates.
She made a little bit dramatic because she ran straight to the player. She wanted to give us.
And her teammates get around her too. Oh, look at this, another pre-arranged celebration.
Some good instructions on the boundary line from the match manager there.
Very authoritarian.
Making sure the players come off in the right spot. We've got the Hawks Cup coming up in a couple of weeks. And
we've got a numbers malfunction here. Prospect have brought one on.
In the wrong spot. So just a little reminder, that player's got to go all the way to the forward line. Poor old Carly Manning was told to go right and she needed to go left.
Little tactical play by Prospect just to take it 30, 40 seconds out of the game. Great tap.
Right, in the ruck. Don't mind that. It's a nice
Todman.
There's Todman with the ball and the tumble punt finds Robertson. So the last few moments for both seasons. Todman again. So she was sitting down, Todman, on the bench, I should say, on the three-quarter time. She's sitting down and just quietly thinking through the day. Well, she's been really good in this last quarter. Maybe wanting a goal.
Good defensive pressure.
Great stuff by Barnett. Probably close to Prospect's best. Clever little chip, although French was away, didn't have the footy. She ran away.
She was off.
She forgot to take the football with her. Done that with my dog a few times. Jenkins. So congratulations to Gillow and Leadham for their effort with coaching these girls throughout the season.
And great advocacy for co-coaching.
Yep. Yeah, you're a big fan as well.
I am. It spreads the risk. It allows a bit more freedom. Obviously, your time commitments are not as big, so...
Yep. That's high probably on Harmy. Unlucky, I reckon, as Lewis was trying to lay the tackle. So Harmy's going central. She's going to a mate in Leadham. Leadham spins and the toe gets involved. Oh, gee, that just eluded Quilliam. She still might go through off the ground, Quilliam. Morgan says, I want to go. And the ball up.
Well held up by Charlotte Walsh there.
60 seconds left in the grand final.
She's done pretty well at fullback today for Prospect.
There's Morgan.
Oh, it's not going to go through.
A scrappy little bit of footy there.
It was a try, wasn't it?
Yeah, Walsh cleaned it up. Walsh has been energetic in the back half as well, and a little high five like that. So here comes Walsh for Prospect. She's kicking to the umpire. He does want to touch, doesn't he?
Travis Gates down there running the boundary.
Going to be going back towards the goals here for South. So we're winding it down in the last moments, and then we'll see the celebration. And there's the countdown, and South have done it. And there is South Launceston under 14 girls celebrate. Leedham runs in and gives Harmy a hug. Leedham's pumped. What a win in the end, 8-11, 59.
The bench run under the ground as an army.
And South Launceston celebrate their second premiership across the NTJFA Grand Finals, 8-11, 59 to 0-2-2 to Prospect. Some comments from you, Wilders, and we'll wrap this one up.
Just seeing down on the bench here, the coaches embracing each other. Obviously a fair bit of mutual respect between them. It's great to see. Congratulations, South Launceston. Look, they've dominated that game, both midfield, forward, and certainly back when they had their opportunities to defend. Unfortunately for Prospect, it was probably just their skill by foot today that just let them down. They just had no opportunity to link up, get the ball moving forward. The better players for them, look, Walsh down back, Lowe also down back, and then Barnett sort of tried to give them a bit of drive and things. And look, for South, Harmy, Leedham, Clayton in the ruck, French, absolutely. But really great all-round performance, and I think the short scoreboard shows that, and well done to coaches Leedham and Gillow on a dominant season.
Yeah, they've ended the season in prime position on top of the ladder, and they went through the grand final in a tremendous fashion and a tremendous scoreline for them, and many of the better players on the ground, and the ones that used it more effectively were definitely South Launceston. With the first quarter set it up with 3 goals, and after that it was a lot of hard work. However, a better second half from the Prospect Hawks footy team. They got some players around the football. However, that class act of Harmy, Leedham and Co up forward was very dominant, and great energy throughout the day from the South team. Well done to South Launceston once again, 8-11, 59 to 0-2. 3 goals to Ruby Leedham, 2 to Sophia Wright, Jarman with a goal. Harmy bobbed up late. She tried many times to get a goal. And also Marley Morgan, the captain, with a goal. We'll wrap it up here. We'll have the presentations. We'll find out who is best on ground. Congratulations to South Launceston Footy Club. Their second premiership in 2025. We've got the 16 boys Div 2 coming up, and we'll be back. Peach and Wilders say goodbye for now, and we'll see you soon for the next game.
Welcome to day 2 of our grand final action. I'm Melissa from the NTJFA board. We'll just wait for the girls to get settled. Okay, so first of all, congratulations to both teams on making it to the grand final. It's such an honour and a privilege, and you've worked really hard to get this far. To the Prospect girls, I've watched you play a couple of times this year, and you always play with such heart and sportsmanship, and you did a great job, so well done. We'll call forward a representative from the umpires to accept the umpire medals, please. John Anderson. Come over here, John. How you going? Andrew, just get a photo of you. Round of applause for the umpires, please. Thanks, John. And now it's my pleasure to announce the best on ground, and today it's Alexis Harmy from the South Launceston Football Club. over here, Alexis. I call forward Georgia, the coach of the South Launceston Football Club. Are you both talking? Who's going to talk?
Okay, thank you. I just had a quick word to you guys. Honestly mean it. Where you've come from as a team and as a group, I know you're a brand new team, a lot of new players. Well done to come from 5th on the ladder to get to the big dance. But you come across a pretty cool, or pretty good and experienced side. So keep your heads up. Hope to see you playing footy again. So well done to you as a club. Very strong club. Thank you. To these girls, oh wow. To the outside world, it's probably just another South Launceston Junior Premiership, but to us, it's a lot more than that. It's been a journey for some of us for 4 years coming through, some a bit less, but what you've done to junior football and under 14 girls football has probably lifted it to a different standard, and that's a good thing. The winner is under 14 girls football. The way you've played, you've taken it to another level, and I just hope the competition and the numbers in girls football can keep growing to look like that as a whole competition. That's the win for me. So, love yous. Thank you. Well done.
Great job to the Prospect girls. You did put up a fight with us today and you've come from 5th, so great job. To our girls, great job. So proud of you all. We've done a lot this year, and over the past 2 years, so great job. And just thanks to NTJFA, AFL Tas and all the sponsors that help out with today as well. Okay, we'll start with number 11, Chelsea Burns. Addie Clayton. Ruby Johnson. Sophia Wright. Ruby, okay. Safina Oliver. Anna.
Happy birthday, Anna. Happy birthday, Anna.
Pippa. Alia. Aubrey. Savannah. Maddie. Sav. Misha. Ruby Mountney. Charlie Jarman.
Thank you, Georgia.
Zara. Millie. Freya. Indy. Ruby. And on to our leadership group, we've got Marley. Alexis. Grace. Put it on, put it on, put it on. And Alex. Yeah, that's the 4. These 4 here? Yeah.
I love the new gear.
Did cause a bit of a clash against East Launceston.
Yeah, that's what I did. We did chat about that yesterday. That's probably a free to South. It's going to be in the hands of Sophie Wright. She's in kicking distance too, Sophie. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Because the girls don't generally wear the white shorts now, so makes it a little harder. But the Bulldog uniform has been prominent throughout these 2 days, and will continue to be a feature on the stream as they're in 7 grand finals. And Wright's kick is spot on. And Sophia, I should say, gets South Lonnie away.
Goal number 17 for the season.
Bit of water coming off the surface. That's more dew than anything. Child now, top of the square.
Great contest.
At the back of the pack is the goal kicker. Shoveled the ball out into that Antarctic space on the ground. It's about 5 degrees cooler in that shadow. Lead him on the corner. Lead him around the left shoulder. And Ruby celebrates.
Doesn't she? What? They've got a pre-arranged routine down there.
And that's no surprise.
That's impressive.
Let's get that again. And Ruby's got an intense.
Smart.
Like it from Harmy. 2 taps on the ground and the left boot drives it high up to the square. Morgan was in best spot, but defensive pressure from Lowe was even better. Lead him with a quick ball. Now there's some territory time. Sophia with a squeeze. That's gone through. What a couple of minutes from Wright. She's kicked 2. She gave an assist. She was on the ground fighting for the footy about a minute ago.
We're hoping for not that here today.
Oh, no, I expect most of the games will be relatively close. Low falling over the back there of the south forward.
Prospector defending pretty well here under a fair bit of pressure. That's a great tackle.
Ruby's ball, is it? So Lee, certainly a better start from Prospect around. The stoppage works better. But that's going to sneak through. What a goal by Morgan.
Somehow she's created space there. Got it on the outs.
Indiscriminate at best, those kicks. Great tackle. Is that going to lift Prospect?
Now what can they do here? Can they link up? Can they fight?
You're joining me for that too, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am.
Wonderful. Leadham's got it. Well, Leadham's going to join the goal kickers again the way she's going. She's got 1. She's got close to 40 for the year. She already might have hit 40 today. I'll jump online. You'll jump on the stats there. As Ruby Leadham lines up. That's a very good shot on goal.
That'll be a 41st for the year, Peach.
Sorry. Yeah. So she has gone past 40.
Just very dangerous down there.
Hall of Fame. Wells.
Great tackle.
And Burns is taken down. Nice job. Simple stuff. That's what you need sometimes, isn't it? Just keep it simple.
Dilute it down in grand finals.
Yep. Jarman off the ground. Harmy involved. She'll go around to her left and dribble it inside forward 50. Lovely pick up by Morgan. She gets it out to lead him now. She's not going to score.
Pencil it in.
Oh, the lean from the umpire. Old school magnificent. The health and safety officers will be out. Make sure you don't hurt your back when you do that. That was brilliant from Leadham, and equally good from the umpire.
Great work, Steve Spilsbury down there, goal umpire.
Okay, Steve, we want to see more. Let's lead him.
And again.
That was just lucky, wasn't it?
I'm not sure if it is luck, Peach.
No, well, that's
South
lucky where the ball ended up. Jarman's got it directly in front. She'll have a set shot from 25 metres out.
South just outworking Prospect and getting to those dangerous positions.
Jarman's kick on goal is very good.
And finishes.
And Charlie's got her first. And Prospect, even though they've got a score so far, are a long way in arrears in this grand final, halfway through term number 3. And Wright was forward to start this game, that moved it back. Running ball, running points.
They're doing it the hard way.
Harmy's going to chase it down. She's got Smith. Can she get to it? Here comes Smith. Harmy with...
No apologies there. Harmy going all the way. She's been legged. Still going, Harmy. She wanted the goals. She couldn't break through.
You cannot blame her there. She has tried everything to try and get a goal there.
Up at the moment, South Quilliam. They all want goals. Defender is Todman. Barnett's been great.
Here's Harmy. Here
Henderson,
she is.
Harmy steadies. Is the left boot going to deliver for Harmy? It does. And she's completed her day. Lots of balls off half back early first quarter. She was by far the best on the ground. And there's the countdown, and South have done it. And there is South Launceston under 14 girls celebrate. Leedham runs in and gives Harmy a hug. Leedham's pumped. What a win in the end. 8-11, 59.
The bench run onto the ground as an Army.
And South Launceston celebrate their second premiership across the NTJFA Grand Finals. 8-11, 59 to 0-2-2 to Prospect. Some comments from